Hello, Renee Flamond here. So on this video, this is a very vital, serious, sensitive topic about the narcissist, sometimes bringing some of us to the brink, to the edge. We've seen it. I have new viewers that are just now getting that initial rug pulled out from under them feeling, which even if you're 6 months after that feeling, you know you're in a better place than that moment. And this viewer is feeling on the brink. So we're going to make this video, and I've talked about it before, and we're going to talk about it again. It's very serious too, so please. But before I get started, I want to just apologize. I made a video, the one that you've already seen. When I make videos, I post them in order that I make them, because my mind works that way in a succession. And one may lead me to think about another, and I might refer to one behind me. So it's very hard for me to post them out of order. I generally don't. I never do. Only one time did I. I inserted a J-Lo blurb because it was on the news that she broke up, and I was like, oh, narcissist, and I interrupted my regular to go off topic. But they're all posted in order. So you will have seen the last video already. I'm posting it, and this one will be like next week. I want to apologize. I used a word in it that's been bothering me for 3 days. And it's not a swear word, and I almost reshot the video. I watched it again, and I've been trying to think about the problem with reshooting the video, and I won't, you're going to see it, you saw it already, because now again, this has already been aired. The problem with reshooting a video, and I'll tell you what word in a second, the problem with reshooting it is, I like to keep things authentic and real, and kind of, I write things out as an outline, but I don't know, if you redo it, it kind of would take that away. Okay, let me just tell you. Okay, so the word, I'm not going to say it again, is what Marie Antoinette had happened to her. And I used the word, and I said, please know that, and I couldn't, and when I said it, I was like, oh my God, you just put that word on video. Like, how disrespectful to those people that have had that happen to them, and in the world that we live in. And Renee, how could you have said that word? And you're from a military family, and things happen, and people get hurt, and how could you say that word? And you have to reshoot the video. Oh yeah, I went through all this, and I finally decided, like I said, these are one-take videos that I make. I don't make reshoots. I don't edit anything. I don't even know how to do that. I make one-take videos, and which is why you hear errors, and even in my speech or words, sometimes when I get tripped up or excited, I mispronounce. You know, I watch them back and I see it, but I'm not going to reshoot every time something happens, because, again, I had to make a choice. So I let the video stand, I let it play, but I'm apologizing for using that word. If I could have reshot the video, I would. Using that word bothered me. It really did. And then I know I said, I mentioned it. You can tell it bothered me, because I said, oh my God, I just said that word on a video. Please take that tongue in cheek. The subject matter of what happened to Marie Antoinette, I'm not saying the word anymore, is not a tongue-in-cheek topic. I didn't mean to indicate that. I'm putting this out there before that video is even aired, because this video can follow up that video, knowing that I had this stated already. Because and you know, I might be bringing attention to something that may never have even entered anyone's consciousness inappropriately. I mean, it is a word in history. It's a thing that happens. I mean, I'm not trying to bring up or conjure up bad, you know, current news topics that have happened to, you know what I mean? But I felt awful. I felt awful. So my God, I know I overthink things, but I really did have to get that off my chest. Now, on to the topic at hand. I made a video about this once before, way in the beginning. It's like video 12 or 13. And I talked about Demi Lovato's song, Anyone. And she wrote that song when she did herself feel that she was on the edge, the brink, the extremely dangerous point of being close to where you can't handle things anymore. And I told you then, and I'll just repeat it, you need to look it up. She sings it at the Grammys 2020. She's in a big white gown. The piano starts. They have to stop the song in the beginning because she has to collect herself. She's crying when she sings it. I'm going to cry now. She is screaming to anybody that will listen to her. Thank God, I guess she found someone who listened to her. When somebody feels like she does in that song, anyone, listen, please, I need anyone to help me. Listen, I'm looking for someone to listen. They can get to the brink. When the narcissist experience brings someone to the point like that, like she expresses in that song, which is just still poignant to me. When I listen to that song, I cry immediately. When I think of her singing it, I cry immediately. That anyone, that beautiful kid, she had to feel that way. Like, it kills me that she felt that way. It kills me. I don't even... And she's like, I think of her in the same way as my daughter's age. Like, we grew up watching her in her shows. I mean, it's... No. You know, because you feel maternal, right? For the shows you watch. You know, I don't watch Disney or Nickelodeon now. My daughter's 21, but we did then when she was, you know, you really end up developing a fondness for these kids. And it broke my heart that she went through this. We have viewers now that are feeling that kind of despondence. And I want to talk to those people and let them know you have to be inspired by Demi Lovato's song. You have to be. She sings in a way, and you can hear it and you can see it, that she is in a desperate state. She heard something, she went to someone, she talked to someone, something triggered her to snap herself out of it. And thank God, right? Thank God. All of human life is valuable. That this girl pulled herself up out of it. Somebody pulled her out of it. Help. I don't mean by herself, but... And she sat there and sang gloriously this anthem of somebody's in a desperate state. And I want, if anyone is feeling that way, I want you to reach out to help. And if you say in your life, like right now, if you're sitting there saying, but Renee, I don't have anybody, I'm alone. We're here. I didn't know maybe to say this. I doubt I said this in my initial video because I probably had not that many followers, but we've developed a very wonderful audience here. It's cooperative and caring and loving, and they've been through it. And my God, if you're a new person and you just had the rug pulled out from under you and you feel like you're just like, I don't even know what, please say it, type it, reach out, sit there at your keyboard for 10 hours straight until you feel better. You don't have to be alone. That's not being alone. We'll communicate. The clock is 24 hours these days, right? Because there's viewers in different countries, different time zones. Binge watch things until you feel better. You will gain strength from this channel. I know you will because I watch my own videos when I'm feeling I want a refresher on a topic, right? I admitted, not that I admitted, I'm an open book, but I told you recently I talked about how I still have moments. I still have moments. I think we all do and will for a while. Some kind of moments, but they're not those initial ones that you're feeling now. And I've been talking to people that have a wide span of where they are in this spectrum, but we all remember that moment of absolute, you are floored. And I get that. But you cannot just sit quietly and think anything permanent for a temporary problem. Because whatever you're feeling is temporary. So you cannot possibly lean towards a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There are many of us that have known people that chose a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And I often think about the people, any of the people that I've known in my life of 54 years that I knew went the way of the worst possible case scenario of being on the brink, and they made a permanent choice. I often wonder to this day, what was their issue? And what would they feel about their issue now, 30 years later? What would they feel? Was it nothing now? Would they, if they were alive at age 54 with me, right? Would they say, wow, that was nothing? Would their 54-year-old self tell their 18-year-old self, God, thank God you didn't go that way. That's nothing, man. We can handle this. I knew some people, 2 people throughout high school, a person I worked with a few years after that. I mean, and you wonder what is going through their mind. What could have been that? And I'm not judging anyone's problems, but I can tell you, I will judge this one. The narcissist is not worth it. That I can tell you. Nothing is. I will judge that. Nothing is. You are a glorious human being created for a reason to be here. You have value on this earth to yourself. You have a responsibility to yourself to live life to the fullest and love yourself. Love yourself. So the narcissist, that didn't work out. They don't really love you. Okay. Consider the source. Maybe it is the universe's way of saving you from them that they turned out this way. Don't think of it as they're rejecting you or you. Think of it as the universe is saving you from a world of turmoil. Rejoice in it. I don't want anyone ever thinking of taking the permanent solution. It's really important to me that you hear that, and that I want you to reach out when you feel that you have any kind of separation of the logic it would take to make that choice. There's nothing worth that. There's nothing that bad. It will pass. It will change. If not, we'll deal with it. Whatever it is, we'll deal with it. I'm telling you, this audience is unbelievable. I've seen you all help each other. I've seen it. I read everything. Some of the comments pop up weeks later. I don't understand it really. I miss some things. And I'm like, wait, why didn't I not see that? But I try to read and comment on everything, and you're all very helpful with each other. Please lean on this community. And I mean it. Binge watch these videos. Sit there for 15 hours straight like it's a video game and you're an 18-year-old boy on a Friday night. You will gain your strength back. You will start to see clear. The clouds will lift. You will be reminded of how valuable you are. You will be told how much you count on this earth and how there are people on this earth who need you. There are things that you have to do in your lifetime. There's a list of things you have to do. I don't care if you don't know what the list is. It doesn't matter. You will develop one. And there's an entire life ahead of you that no narcissist person, situation, event should make you feel otherwise. The life you're ahead to live is worth, it's beyond worthy to you and anyone that you encounter. This is a very serious video, I guess, right? I did. I mean, it makes me sad. It's not something I guess I think of many things as blessings. So, but I've never had any thought of self-harm. And I am a dramatic person. I've been very down. I've been very heartbroken. But I just have never had that thought of self-harm. Some people do. And this is a reach out to those people because we don't want anyone being that hurt that they think that's the answer. I'm telling you. Make it part of your vernacular in your head that you will never think of that. It was never a thought. And I'm telling you, I'm dramatic. Like, like with my friends if there's a breakup. And when I was younger, forget it. I mean dramatic. But I never, ever, ever, ever go there. Ever. Not even for a millisecond. That's by the grace of God. That's by the grace of my belief system inside. I don't know. I know how worthy every life is. I want you to get there. It's not even a thought you should even entertain. That's off the table. Okay, well now what, Renee? I'm so despondent. I just feel... Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What? Tell me. Tell us. Okay? But that is off the table. Okay? I'll smile now. I know it was very serious. Between me trying to apologize for the word I used in the last video and the topic of this is heavy. But it's extremely important. It's extremely vital. There's a lot of love on this earth that anybody who tries to exit early would be missing out on. There's a lot of joy. And there's a lot of help. Maybe you're put on this earth to help other people. Maybe there'll be people that will be missing things if you make the wrong decision. There'll be a whole lifetime of people you didn't even meet yet that you are going to very good affect their lives, that they won't get that good effect if you make the wrong decision. Okay? I'm going to stop talking now. But reach out if you have any question or comment or anything on this and you need help. And not only my audience, I didn't mean to just say that. Get help. You know, reach out.